Welcome. This is the Senior Safety Advice Podcast, and we are so glad that you've made it to a calmer corner of your day. Here, we focus on real solutions, practical help, and the kind of encouragement we could all use a little more of. So let's get to it.
Here's the truth most people don't expect. The secret to living longer isn't about running marathons or hitting 10,000 steps a day. It's actually something much simpler, and most of us are already doing it without realizing it, which is a good thing. Today I'm going to show you why everyday movement, even the small stuff, plays such a powerful role in staying strong, steady, and independent as we age. You'll learn how movement protects your body, your brain, and your mood, and I'll give you a few easy ways to build more natural activity into your day without adding extra stress or pressure. I'm Robin Schultz, and after helping older adults and families and caregivers for many years, I've seen how simple movement habits can change someone's entire future. Alrighty, let's talk about how you can put this into practice today. So when I talk about movement, I'm not talking about exercise programs, a gym membership, or anything that feels overwhelming. Instead, I'm talking about the small, simple ways your body stays active throughout the day. Things like standing up, stretching, walking to the mailbox, gardening, folding laundry, even just shifting around in your chair. All these little actions add up. In fact, research now shows that everyday movement has a bigger impact on our longevity than intense workouts. And honestly, I gotta say I'm happy about that. It means I don't have to push my body, and neither do you. We just have to use it. So easy, right? Movement works like a full body tune-up. When you stay active, blood flows better, your joints stay lubricated, your muscles are awake, and your balance stays sharper. You're basically telling your body, hey body, we're still doing this, so let's keep things working. And here's something that I see often, myself included. When someone stops moving, even for a short time, everything seems to slow down. Muscles weaken, balance slips, and simple tasks get harder. I had this happen. I had surgery earlier this year, and I am nowhere near back to doing the same workouts that I did in the gym now that I'm 2 months past and able to do that. So there's my example for you. Anyway, the problem is that sometimes a person will say, I'm afraid to move because I might fall. But the tricky thing is, the less that we move, the more likely we are to fall, because the body needs motion to stay coordinated. Think of a car that sits in the driveway for months. The tires flatten, the engine doesn't turn over as well, the battery drains, but when you drive the car regularly, even if it's just for short trips, everything functions better. And our bodies are very similar. They work the same way. I know life gets busy. I know energy changes as we get older, but this is where small habits can make a big difference. So let's talk about a few simple ways to build more movement into your day. Now, I'm not talking anything extreme, nothing that should feel intimidating. I just want you to do something simple, like just try to stand up once every 30 to 45 minutes. Even if you just get up, walk to the kitchen and back, that small burst of movement helps your circulation and wakes up your muscles. If you use a timer on your phone or a smart speaker, you can set it to remind you. I have a Fitbit, and mine goes off at 10 minutes before the hour every hour. Okay, next, look for natural chances to move. Maybe instead of parking at the first spot of the grocery store, you park 10 or 15 spots back so that you have to walk further. Maybe you march in place while you're waiting for the microwave to heat your coffee. Maybe you do 5 slow arm circles while you're watching television. Little movements like this matter more than you might think. Another simple habit is stretching. Stretching keeps your body limber, and it helps you be able to reach and bend and twist without pain. Even a quick stretch in the morning or before you go to bed can help to ease stiffness. One of my favorite tips is to anchor your movement to everyday tasks. For example, every time you stand up from a chair, sit back down and then stand up again. By doing it twice, you're sitting, you're standing, you're sitting, you're standing. It takes maybe 10 extra seconds, but those repetitions will build leg strength that support your balance and help keep you more steady. You can also use movement to support your mood. When you move, your body releases feel-good chemicals that reduce stress and boost your energy. This is why sometimes a short walk can calm your mind better than anything that you are using as a distraction. And movement doesn't have to look like, quote, exercise. It can be fun. Music is a great motivator. Even a little dancing in the kitchen counts. If you enjoy gardening, sweeping the porch, or caring for a pet, all that movement contributes to your longevity. One thing I always stress is to start where you are. If you've been sedentary for a long time, that is okay. You don't need to jump into anything big. You simply begin with gentle, manageable steps. Listen to your body. Let movement feel good. Let it support you instead of draining you. Another thing to keep in mind is that movement is not only physical. It affects your brain in some powerful ways. Activity increases blood flow to the brain and helps sharpen memory, improve concentration, and even lower the risk of cognitive decline. When Esther, the other half of Senior Safety Advice, when she worked with older adults in rehab, she saw this all the time. She told me about how somebody might start walking more or stretching daily, and then they'd say, hey, you know what? I'm thinking better. Well, see, that connection is real. You don't have to get everything perfect. You don't have to track steps or wear a fitness watch or follow a strict plan. Just move. Move in ways that feel natural and that feel good, and your body will respond. Movement is really one of the simplest, most powerful tools we have for aging well. It keeps us strong and steady and connected to the life we want to have, and every little bit counts. Every step, every stretch, every shift. So thank you for joining me today. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone that you care about who maybe could use a reminder to move a little bit more. You'll find more resources and advice for seniors and caregivers at seniorsafetyadvice.com, and come back tomorrow for another daily moment of calm and guidance and encouragement right here on the Senior Safety Advice podcast. Until next time, take care. Bye.
This podcast is part of our mission to help older adults live safely and independently. If you'd like to take the next step, visit aginginplacedirectory.com, where you'll find specialists, helpful resources, and inspiration to make every home your place to thrive.